We're back here on Jiggy Jag TV, also jiggijagtv.com, rosslong.info, and the brand new jiggyjaguar.info. I'm Jigman Freud. We're out here at the Inferno in the great city of Salina, Kansas, and I'm getting ready to talk to the people that are going to be, I think it's mixing and all that. I don't know anything about that. I barely even know my name. So I'm going to get the hell out of the way and let the people with talent talk. So jump in there, gentlemen. Introduce yourselves.
I think they're bringing someone else on.
Oh.
People with talent.
Oh, yeah. They're not here yet.
Hi. How's it going? Are we introducing yourselves?
Yes.
I'm Jeremy Gaston, and this is Josh Luttrell.
Josh Luttrell, that's right.
We are here tonight in the capacity of DJs from the Resistance, with no French accent. We're doing what we normally do on Thursday nights in Topeka. We just kind of do an electronic dance night, a lot of alt dance music. Try and play stuff we think's good, and get people to just dance and have fun, do something different.
So how'd you guys get interested in doing the DJ thing? It's not something that you just wake up one day and, I want to be a DJ.
Actually, it was.
Oh, really?
Pretty much. I mean, me and Jeremy worked together for a very long time as musicians and bandmates. I came to Jeremy one night saying that we needed to do an alternative dance night in Topeka. I thought Topeka would support it. I thought there were places, or people in Topeka that wanted to go to a place that wasn't full of top 40 music, where they could feel safe, and it wasn't a total meat market. You know, people actually liked the music and weren't just there to hook up or do anything, but just wanted to go out and dance and have fun. So, talked to Jeremy, actually talked to another person to see if they wanted to do it. Jeremy was the only one that showed up our first night, and so we got a gig at the Trap in Topeka. The owner, Brian, I think he was a little hesitant. Well, let me rephrase that. He wasn't hesitant. I don't think he had faith that we could do what we did. And honestly, about a month and a half in, I didn't either. But people kept encouraging us to continue. And about that 2-month mark, everybody started to come, and it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's why we have this gig, because Jory, a friend of ours, is a bartender at the Booby Trap in Topeka, and he is a business partner with one of the promoters or sponsors and organizers here, and so he asked us to come down and help out with this event.
That's a cool deal. Well, for people who have never seen you guys do your thing, explain it.
We're by no means badass DJs. We never claimed to be. We would actually shuck any kind of compliments towards that. We just kind of play the kind of stuff we like, and it doesn't really have to be any kind of basis for anything, and that's kind of like we kind of taken genre and everything out of it. I mean, dance music is as simple as saying, music with guitars in it, or, it's just kind of opens up the field, and we do kind of what works that night, what works with the crowd that showed up, and part of what else we do is we change it up a lot. We're pushing about a half a dozen what we call residents, DJs who regularly do it with us. Actually, tonight we actually are also, Resistance is actually also DJing at a benefit for the Topeka Cycle Project, which is a bike project that basically you can go in there and work 10 hours working on bikes. Anybody can, and get a bicycle. Yeah. And so they're doing a benefit tonight, and 2 of our DJs who regularly DJ with us are down doing that tonight. So it's grown beyond us, and that's exactly what we wanted to happen.
Yeah, that's the whole point, I think. I mean, that's why the name The Resistance, I mean, that's what it came at. It's like it's sort of resistance. Resisting top 40, resisting boring stuff. I mean, Topeka's not known for its culture, and the idea was just sort of like get out and do something. And I think our success for that night, and also just the idea of Resistance, has been that people have kind of taken it upon themselves. I mean, our patrons go out and flyer for us without asking. I mean, they promote. I mean, we have so many people out there like really, well, I mean, Topeka really wants something, to like that to succeed. But to say for people that haven't seen us, I mean, I always say we play anything good for the past 60 years. But I mean, obviously it leans towards the dance, the electronic stuff, the electro stuff. I mean, we try to keep it fresh and new, and I go out and I'm always trying to get new music stuff. Really searching out like what people are listening to in other places, but also kind of underground. So I think I put it best. you know, I've had people come to our sets and be like saying, you know, you guys are playing music that no one hears or knows, and I'm like, well, that's actually not true. I'm like, every song I play tonight is a huge club hit everywhere else in the world. Just Topeka, right? Topeka, people just don't know what it is. Like, this is popular music. It's not underground. I mean, it's huge popular music, but you know, you just have to listen to that music.
So, you guys mentioned you got 2 other DJs doing another project tonight. What is the training like to get somebody, you know, when you got these 2 guys in there?
There actually isn't any training whatsoever. Pretty much our requirement for DJing pretty early on was you pretty much had to show up.
Yeah.
And that's probably backfired once or twice a little bit, but for the most part, I mean, the people who volunteered to do it were people who you know, wanted to DJ, had some experience playing dance music or something like that. They liked doing it. They were into their kind of dance music and kind of said, hey, I've got something else to bring to the table. And we said, great. You know, I mean, and I mean, like, you know, we have girls go, hey, do you want to have, like, some girls who dance? And we're like, whatever, you know. And like, actually,
we're like, whatever.
Well, and actually, they kind of started getting the trend going of kind of theming every night, which is kind of fun. You know, it might be ugly tie night or ugly sweater night or you know, well, I mean,
yeah, and I just sort of leave it up to them.
Yeah.
They just kind of like, hey, how's this idea? I'm like, that's,
you know
whatever you want. That's your day.
It's another little thing that gets people excited about the event, you know, and
that's cool.
That lets them make it their own, which is, you know, we're not. It is not our event. We were eager for people to not necessarily steal it, but you know, bring their piece to it, and that it becomes their event too.
Yeah, it's a loose collective that everybody just sort of participates in on their own.
That's cool.
By their own volition, and so yeah, I mean, it totally benefits us, it benefits them, and everybody has a good time, and we all have fun.
I mean,
well, how do we find you guys on the internet? How can
you know, Facebook. I mean, that's the best way. You know, just in the search, just type Resistance, and you'll.
It's got a Facebook group.
Yeah, Facebook group, and then you know we promote our events through that.
And we do it on the street just like everybody else.
Yeah.
I mean, we get paper and copiers. And
yeah, I mean, we just flyer. You know, I mean, it's
Ed.
teaching people that we exist is the biggest.
We definitely have the best street team in Topeka by far.
Yeah,
well, and I mean that's an extension of our crowd. Our crowd is the coolest people anywhere, and that's probably one of the biggest compliments we get over and over is that I came down and everybody there was cool. And I think if you just kind of, if you as people in a club portray that, I mean, like, if you're cool to people, people will be cool back to you, and that just kind of spreads.
Yeah.
It spreads like a disease in a good way, you know, and just kind of everybody, and you know, who got on that earlier with, you know, it's not a hookup fest, you know, and where most dance clubs are, and I mean, and it's okay. I mean, like,
it isn't a hookup fest, but we also have a really, really, really high female to male ratio.
The whole letting the
Really?
females in free thing doesn't hurt, but yeah.
Well, one final question. Explain to me, in your opinion, what is going on this year? Because I've asked 5 or 6 different people.
Sure, I mean, what's
like,
going on? It's a great event. It's a charity event, and so that's one thing we're here for is to support, you know, the charity.
I believe it's a benefiting scholarship at Kansas Wesleyan. It's a memorial, I believe. I don't remember the person's name.
That's cool.
Yeah, but it's, you know, the Salina's most eligible bachelor and bachelorette. They pulled town, you know, people submitted names, and then there was a voting process. I think 2 weeks ago they pared it down. I'm not sure to how many, 10 on each side. I think maybe,
Actually 25 on each side, and then they pared it down to 10 from the voting tonight as well.
Yeah, so it's
cool.
10 and then they're going to auction them off for dates. I mean, you've probably seen that in movies. And, you know, and TV shows before.
Actually, one of the guys was offering a flyover. He's a pilot.
Yeah, I guess it's not just dates.
Yeah, it's just kind of whatever.
Each bachelor kind of offers something that they auction off. So I think it could be a date or
somebody was doing haircuts because that's what they do and so forth.
And other than that,
I'd like to give props to the people behind it for the same reason that you know, they're just kind of a small group of Salina people just trying to get something going in their town, and that's what we're all about. Whether here nor there or wherever you are, you know, if you don't like your scene, do something about it. You know,
that's a cool deal.
It takes a lot less work to sit on your couch and bit, but it's a lot more rewarding to, you know, go out and actually, you know, do something and see it. And, you know, it's obviously great when that, you know, has results. And, I mean, we're early in the night. Looks like we're already filtering in, and probably going to be a pretty good night.
Well, it's cool. Well, thank you, gentlemen. Thanks for doing this.
Thank you.
And I believe the party people have arrived. So thank you for watching Jiggy Jag TV.